Welcome to Let's Make a Soccer Team, man. It has been long overdue for me to come back to this game. I have enjoyed it a lot in the past, but never made it past Season 3, so that is something I am going to definitely try and rectify here. In the past, I would always set up base in Nottingham, England. That is actually how the Nottingham Fire came to be, the team that I then took to Football Tactics and Glory. But their story has been told. This is a chance to rewrite history, because recently in Germany there has been one team that has caused quite a stir for challenging the established hierarchy, but a lot of people haven't necessarily enjoyed the way that they've gone about it. I'm talking about RB Leipzig. You could make a case for the fans of existing big clubs gatekeeping the nouveau riche, but it is true that fan ownership of clubs is a big deal in Germany. So what if we brought a Leipzig for the people? Now, whilst this will be a new experience for me, I am going to keep some things the same. I am going to use the orange kit for our first kit, and I am also going to use my normal approach when it comes to team style, the teamwork approach. I just liked the sound of it the first time I played the game, and I've never wavered from it. This choice doesn't really matter, so since there isn't a German option, I'm just going to take Misato. And with that, we're ready to go. Just kidding, we've got some cutscenes to watch first. So yeah, there's the situation. We are rapidly climbing the league pyramid, but we're also in a little bit of financial trouble. Lauren's a dork. Why are you such a dork? Well, listen here, you young whippersnapper. I am no dork. Look at these two ladies that love me totally for my looks and charisma and not my money. And also, he's going to buy out our club if we don't do something about our financial concern. So yeah, that's why we need to win these promotion playoffs that are coming up, because if we do win this, then we will have enough sponsor money to see off that potential buyout. Alright, SV Leipzig versus Trier. And that's why they're not going to win, because they're called Trier, not Dua. Alright, so I've got to figure out who my best 11 are. You can delegate it to the manager, but I actually like to take a more hands-on approach to this game. Alright, introducing the starting 11. Gießen, Blon, Amend. Hafez is the one player I'm familiar with here, but all of these other players are XBs of players I have used before. Like Gießen is DZ, Lindepeitner is Bell. Yeah, look at what we are looking like compared to the opposition. We should stop this. So normally this would be the part where Alan Green comes to commentate, but I have actually turned the commentary off because I'm going to do it myself. Drittdeutsche Liga, third German league, Leipzig versus Trier. This game has only 2-minute halves, so I want to give my team the best chance possible of scoring as many goals as possible, especially against worse opposition. If we let it go to extra time and penalties, who knows what might happen. Oh, on the rebound, Ryan gets our first goal. Good hustle play there from Ryan. Ryan now trying to assist Ginster. We might score. Oh. Ginster really should have tucked that rebound away. Oh, yeah. I should get ready to make some substitutions because what it was Jason doing? He just left the short side open, and if that was a better striker than the ones we are playing, that might have ended in disaster. Okay, here's a stoppage in play. So I can get into the mid-match tactics screen, and our players coming off are Amend, Lindpatner, and Ginster. That means Hafez is the acting captain for the rest of this game. Oh, I had a feeling that foul was coming, and it's a yellow card at that. Someone's got to intercept this ball. And it looks like they have. Yeah, there we go. There's full time. So we've come away with the win here. It's a shaky ground still because 1-goal advantage can easily be overturned in the second leg. And here's just more discussion about stuff that I'm still aware of, but if you want to pause the video and read through that, you can. So I want to focus on getting everyone involved because even our backups are probably better than everyone else in this playoff. So Kruger comes in. We also start Marshall, Gudin and Riefmuller. Alright, so this is Trier's default formation, the 5-4-1. So it was tough to break down, but they're also unlikely to score even if I go maximum attack, which I am still doing. I would like to get that insurance goal. All that scared me for a moment. It looked like they were about to enter a foul animation. He got the shot away, but it was very weak. Oh, but now this is favourable. Oh, that was terrible though. Free kick in a good spot for Ludwig, but he doesn't really have the skill. He still gets it on target though. What was that? Trier have retreated way back into their own half, considering they need to score, and we don't. Ginster almost gets one. Ludwig on it. Ginster again. Ludwig again, and oh, he's missed it. Oh, and there we go. There's the full-time whistle. We do win the tie and go to the final, but still some question marks about our offense. Can have a look at the tournament table. Oberhausen also held on. They too scoreless drawed. And we get some money for winning, but it's all going to be for naught if we don't win the final. And there's nothing more to talk about. That game is now, and we have the home field advantage. Now, one thing I can also do is actually move LMAST to a more wing position that he's favouring, and that way he'll get the preferred position of bonus, even though we're still playing largely the same formation with two central strikers. Kirchner got some space early on. Fischer, if that had been a better cross, it would have been very dangerous for us. It still is. Lange is on it, and that's a good block. And oh, that's a good play off. No one contesting our header. And with the ugly ass bicycle, Ginster gets us the lead. But I'm actually going to reframe title that. I'm now calling it the Goofy R bicycle, the Gab. When you play wing tactics, this is a common goal, the Gab. Oh, Ludwig might make it 2 with the Gab, but not quite. I've actually put Giesen on for Kruger so that they can both get credited with a second appearance in these playoffs. Oh, this is a bouncing ball. Baumgartner in good position. Off the bar. Marshall heads it in, and that's the insurance goal. Players I want to put in are Gudin and Berlichian. And I'm also bringing Baumgartner back to here so that we have more of a defensive. Ludwig can go here. Fischer is in good position to cross it. Blonde cuts it out. And in the end, Oberhausen can only hope to get one at best, and Giesen has not particularly well, but he has saved it. 2-0, and Lorenz is not buying our club because we have promoted again. With that result wrapped up, first we get a bit more money, but now we can make more detailed edits to our club, and I won't show most of this on camera, but I will show the results. Now for club name, I'm happy with SV Leipzig, but I'm actually going to add 91. Germany has a lot of clubs that name themselves after the year that they were formed, and within the canon of Let's Make a Soccer Team, your club is formed in 1991. And there are a number of kit options in the game, but I actually like the one that we were given by default, so I'm going to keep it. So for the emblem, I am keeping the lion from our existing crest that we were given at the start of the game, but I'm going for the football. The football on an emblem. And the final edit is our club flag. I actually want that to be a white bit. Of course, we do need to keep the emblem on. Otherwise, it wouldn't be our flag. It would just be a random piece of paper. We have a lot of pre-season setup to do still, though. The sponsors that I alluded to before, we need to... Well, actually, you can't negotiate with sponsors in this game, even though it says you can. I think it was a feature from the Sakasuku series, because this is actually a port of a... Oh, that's nice, but it's 2 years. Oh, but it's really good. So I will take this Bullgen deal. But yeah, I was going to say, Sakasuku was a series of games that were Japan only, that Let's Make a Soccer Team. They is a port of the European Championship Edition. And I think there was the ability to negotiate with sponsors in whatever the Sakasuku games, but for whatever reason it's not in this. So next order of business is staff. For both of these I might as well see what's available, but if I recall correctly, there isn't really anyone better than who you already have. Actually, if I assess Mouser, he's a defensive coach. We have a like-for-like replacement in Rees, who I think is better. So I am going to sign Rees. Captaincy, I'm going to show you. The manager is often really negative about all potential captaincy choices, though. But yeah, this guy is the least terrible at captain, so he's going to remain our captain. Oh, and this is a pretty important part of the game too, because this is how we're going to make our money, through ticket sales. Okay, so season ticket sales, I wanted to get to a point where it's close to selling out without taking too much of a discount rate. That's good. It'll say that the stadium is only about half full most of the time, but as we grow more popular over the course of the season, we will inch closer to sellout. So I think we'd rather not put ourselves in a position where we grow too popular too quickly and the fans start getting mad that our stadium is so small when we can't afford an upgrade yet. Uh-oh. We thought we had seen off Lorenz Dork, but it looks like he has managed to scurry his way into football after all. So, Dorkman, I hear you have bought a football club. Why does a person of your considerable wealth choose to buy a club in the second division as opposed to the Premier Division? Well, you see here, some other jerk made it personal with me, and I have to go beat him. Why do you call it Big Bang, though? Well, you could just use your imagination when it comes to that. You know I'm really good in bed. Alas, did we, through the butterfly effect, delete Red RB Leipzig from the timeline only to introduce an even worse owner to the Bundesliga. We can't let them win the title before us. Oh, anyway, there is a pragmatic reason why I picked Germany. It's because you and the rival club get tucked on to whatever league you pick as opposed to replacing existing teams. So if we were to have picked England, we would be turning it into a 26-team league, 50 games a season plus playoffs, whereas here, 38 games a season until we get promoted, and then 34 in the Bundesliga. No playoffs to worry about either. And actually, if you know what you're doing in this game, it is actually possible to get promoted again in your first season, getting straight to the top league of whichever country you're playing in. But I am doing a challenge run that will make it considerably more difficult for me to get promoted. I will explain it right now. And the most important thing is youth graduates only, because otherwise you can use free agency to build a pretty overpowered squad by second division standards. I will show you some of the players that are available next episode. There are some other clauses, like I'm only loaning out each player once, because otherwise that's a pretty overpowered way to build a lot of skills for your players in a hurry, especially later on. In the meantime, we have a pre-season to book. These are all the clubs that would be happy to have a friendly game with us. Because our season doesn't start until the first week of August, I feel comfortable booking 3 pre-season friendlies, as we'll still have time to rest up for the first fixture proper. They're going to be against Siegen, a nice easy start, and then we're going to play a couple of clubs from outside of our league, Arezzo from Italy, and then Ronki from Poland. And I think I'll cut the episode here because we're now past the 17-minute mark. There were a couple of more things I was going to cover in this episode, but I'll do it at the start of the next one instead. If you're enjoying this playthrough, please feel free to stick around, and if not, well, that's unfortunate, but I can't force you to stay.